And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to the Storm Dome, just a few moments away from the finale of our Peach Belt Conference basketball doubleheader here on a wonderful senior night for 2024. Well, between the men's and the women's basketball programs, we have 5 seniors that we'd like to recognize playing in their final regular season home games here in the Storm Dome this evening. We're going to begin with the Lady Hurricanes. Make their way out to center court. Meet Georgia Southwestern State University President Dr. Neil Weaver, his wife Christy. At this time, I'd like to honor this, again, the 6 GSW basketball seniors. Actually 5, 3 for the women's, 2 for the men's. Beginning with the ladies, our first senior to be recognized this evening. Number 14, Kayla Grant. Kayla, a 4-year member of the Lady Hurricanes program, made 29 starts during her time at Americus, and she's appeared in 90 ball games, averaging 2.6 points per game. Kayla recorded a career-high 13 points during the 2021-22 season. She grabbed a personal best 12 rebounds against Middle Georgia, also during the 2021-22 campaign. The Dade County, Florida native finished her GSW career with 227 career points before tonight, 307 rebounds, and 1,269 minutes on the court. Kayla is going to be graduating in May with a Bachelor of Arts in Communications, Emerging Media, and pursuing a professional career. Joining her on the court tonight are Layla Grant, Mia Grant, Jade Grant, London, Troy Grant, and Tyronda Grant. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one final GSW round of applause for number 14, Miss Kayla Grant. Our second senior, number 0, Corey Tomlin. Corey joined the Lady Hurricanes program as a graduate transfer, coming to GSW from Southeast Missouri State University. She also spent 2 years with Coach Hayden at Moberly Area Community College. Today, she played in her 20th game for the Lady Hurricanes. She scored a career-high 8 points on 3 different occasions this season. Her first career best of 8 points came against Catawba, nationally ranked Catawba, and matched that total with a 95-70 win over Tusculum back on November 25th, as well as during an 87-68 conference win over Flagler on January 3rd. Corey dished out a personal best 6 assists in a win over Savannah State back in December. The St. Louis, Missouri native entered tonight's contest with 73 career points at GSW, 15 3-pointers, 37 assists, and 393 minutes of action. Corey's going to be graduating in May of 2025 with a master's degree and MBA in Business Administration. Joining her on the court tonight is her mom, Tamara Tomlin. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one final GSW round of applause for number 0, Miss Corey Tomlin. And our final Lady Hurricane, number 24, Kayla Langley. Kayla is a 3-year member of the Lady Hurricanes program, transferring to GSW from Moberly Area Community College, where she played for Coach Hayden. Today, she played in her 84th game for the Lady Hurricanes and made her 63rd start. Kayla recorded her career high of 27 points this season in a 73-56 win against North Georgia back in January 24th. She scored in double figures 42 times, recorded 10 double-doubles during her career as a Lady Hurricane. The Spring Hill, Florida native entered tonight's contest with 892 career points, 512 rebounds, 83 assists, 74 blocks in 1,947 minutes of action. Kayla was named to the Peach Belt Conference preseason All-PBC team for the second year, being the first GSW athlete to ever repeat that honor. She was also named as second team All-Conference in the 2021-22 season and third team All-Conference last year. Kayla is going to be graduating in May with a Bachelor of Science in Long-Term Care Management and pursuing her professional career. Joining her on the court tonight is her mom, Tracy Johnson, and her grandmother, Carla Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one final GSW round of applause for number 24, Miss Kayla Langley. And two Georgia Southwestern State University men's basketball Hurricanes on the senior night docket. Let's introduce you to them at this time. Our first, number 2, Jalen Johnson. Jalen is being accompanied by his mother, Celeste Tony, and his father, Nicholas Johnson. The GSW men's basketball program would like to recognize and say thank you to Jalen Johnson on his exemplary season for the Hurricanes. Jalen, out of Durham, North Carolina, finishes his lone season with the Hurricanes as one of the best players in the Peach Belt. Jalen has amassed over 1,000 points during his collegiate basketball career, as well as over 400 assists and over 120 steals. Jalen has been the Hurricanes' leading scorer this season 9 times and has scored over 20 points. On those occasions, he has a career high 29 points against Augusta here in the Storm Dome. Jalen is currently majoring in psychology. He already has a degree in sports management from Lenore-Ryan University. Jalen plans to pursue a professional basketball career after this season, and we wish him the best of luck moving forward. Thank you. And a round of applause for number 2, Jalen Johnson.
Oh, hey. Well, yeah, if you want to send it to us.
Our final Georgia Southwestern.
I can barely hear you.
Number 21, Greg Archie.
Okay.
Greg is being accompanied by his mother, Tracy Archie, his father, Greg, and his brother, Isaiah. The Georgia Southwestern men's basketball program would like to recognize and say thank you to Greg Archie on his hard work and dedication to the Hurricanes program this season. Greg is from Charleston, South Carolina, and he's played a pivotal role for the Hurricanes all season long. Greg is described by the coaching staff as the ultimate team player. No job's too big or too small for Greg, and he's excelled in whatever role the coaches have had for him all season
Good
long.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Storm Dome on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, where tonight it's senior night. Hurricanes come into tonight's contest with an overall 15-10 record and a Peach Belt Conference record of 7-8. Georgia College right behind them with a 13-12 record overall and a 6-9 record in the Peach Belt Conference. Hurricanes fell to the Bobcats over in Milledgeville back on January 27th by a 97-87 score, but did come off last Wednesday on a very good note as they took down North Georgia, who was 7th ranked in the country at the time and tied for first place with Lander in the Peach Belt Conference. Hurricanes were able to come out with a victory here in the Storm Dome by a score of 80-71. Hurricanes trying to climb the ladder of the Peach Belt Conference for tournament seeding purposes. They sit right behind Flagler and Augusta, both with 8-7 records. Hurricanes will be taking on Flagler the last game of the season, so that's good. Team you're trying to catch, you get to play. And also the Hurricanes will take on Clayton State next week on the road. They defeated Clayton State here by a score of 90-79. They defeated Flagler earlier in the year on January the 3rd, 73-67. We'll take a 60-second break while Keith Micklig introduces the starting lineups. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
And a 6'5", redshirt freshman forward out of coming Georgia, number 15, Oscar Lynch. Assistant coaches are Chris Jackson and Drew Grasser. And the head coach in his first season for the Bobcats is Ryan Aquino.
Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Please. Number 0, Tim Hall Jr.
All righty.
6'5", redshirt junior guard out of Charlotte, North Carolina, number 10, Christian Coots. In the middle of 6'7",
no, we're good.
Out of Jacksonville, Florida, number 15, Bryce Turner. And now your seniors, 5'11", first forward out of Charleston, South Carolina, number 21, Greg Archie.
Back here at the Storm Dome where Keith Micklig is finishing up introducing the starting lineups for the Georgia Southwestern State University Hurricanes. Well, I'll tell you what, we only had Jalen Johnson here on campus for 1 year, and I wish we had him some more. That is one first-class dude, and he can play some basketball, and he can shoot the lights out. Gonna miss Jalen Johnson next year. Boy, would it have been incredible to have him for more than 1 year. We're just about ready. Georgia College will be in all green uniforms, white numbers, white letters, and trimmed in white. Hurricanes in the traditional home white uniforms, navy blue letters and numbers outlined in gold. Tim Hall and Brady Spence will tip it off, and it'll be controlled by the Hurricanes. Jalen Johnson will open the second half, gets it over to Christian Coots. Back out to Jalen Johnson. Greg Archie drives down the right side. His shot high off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Brady Spence. Spence kicks it out to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby picked up by Greg Archie. Cross-court pass to Austin Sloan. Down in the corner to Oscar Lynch. Back out to Sloan. Sloan top of the key for three. Goes in and out. Rebound by Tim Hall Jr. Kicks it out to Christian Coots. Coots up the far sideline. A little crossover dribble down in the corner, back out to Greg Archie. Cross-court pass to Jalen Johnson. Johnson going to be picked up there by Aiden Kudlis. Gets a pick from Tim Hall Jr. Now drives the lane, running one-hander. No good. Loose ball picked up by Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby on the run down the lane, loses a handle, kicks it back out to Brady Spence. Spence back to Rigsby. Rigsby has it stripped away. Loose ball on the floor. Greg Archie's got it. Gets it to Tim Hall Jr. really quickly, as you saw. Christian Koontz on the left wing. Koontz gets it to Greg Archie, one of the two seniors here on the roster for the Hurricanes. Tim Hall Jr. gets it to Jalen Johnson, pulls up for the jump shot, no good. Rebound taken by Oscar Lynch. Lynch gets it over to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby crosses midcourt, picked up there by Greg Archie. Brady Spence at the top of the key. Tim Hall guards him. Spence gets it inside to Kudlis. Kudlis tries to back Jalen Johnson down. Jalen knocks it away, gets it to Rigsby. Rigsby a little pump fake, pulls up, 5 on the shot clock. He's going to take the shot from the baseline up and good. Brendan Rigsby with a nice left-handed jump shot on the baseline gives Georgia College an early 2-0 lead. Greg Archie to Tim Hall Jr. at the top of the key. Hands it off to Christian Koontz. Koontz back over to Tim Hall. Hall for 3, no good. They'll make that Bryce Turner on the missed 3. Loose ball picked up by Georgia College. Aiden Kudlis will cross midcourt. Greg Archie defending Kudlis. Dribbles top of the key. Now gets a pick down the right side of the lane, up and good. That was way too easy. Kudlis with his first basket of the night makes it 4-0. Jalen Johnson back out to Greg Archie. Dallas Clayton getting ready to check in. He's a 6'10 junior from New Zealand. Goes into Bryce Turner. Turner turns, faces the basket. His shot, one-handed, up good. Bryce Turner with the jump shot in the lane makes it 4-2. Georgia College with an early 2-point lead here. Kudlis hands it off to Rigsby. Rigsby dribbles around, top of the key, gets a pick from Brady Spence. I thought it was a moving pick, but no call. Austin Sloan at the free throw line, turnaround jump shot, rims in and out. Rebound by Greg Archie. Archie on the run. Down court to Tim Hall Jr. Goes off the glass, no good, and a foul's going to be called. So Tim Hall Jr. will go to the line. Foul's going to be on Oscar Lynch. That's the first foul on Oscar Lynch. First team foul for Georgia College. Tim Hall Jr. will go to the line for 2 free throws. He shoots 57% this year. First free throw just a little too long off the back of the rim. Several substitutions. Richard Crawford III. Ian Davis checks in for Georgia College. Also Dallas Clayton for the Bobcats. Free throw on the way by Tim Hall Jr. He makes the second, so Tim Hall Jr. now with 1 point. Full court pressure by the Hurricanes. Aiden Kudlis gets it over to Richard Crawford III. Down court, Austin Sloan. Now a little backdoor pass to Dallas Clayton. He'll get the two-handed dunk. Clayton with the dunk gets his first 2 points of the game. 6-3 your score. Greg Archie directing traffic out between the circles. Now Bryce Turner back to Greg Archie. Archie has it knocked away. Kicks it back out to Bryce Turner. Jalen Johnson, and a foul's going to be called. Jalen drives to the basket, and with that, we're going to have a timeout. Foul's going to be on Austin Sloan. 15:54 to go here in the first half. Georgia College leads by a score of 6-3. We'll take our first 60-second media timeout. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
If you have friends or family that couldn't make a trip to America, you'd like to follow the action wherever they may be. We are currently streaming live. You can find us on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network, bbcsportsnetwork.com. You can also find us on YouTube, where we simulcast through our Surge Sports Network. YouTube, quick search for GSW Athletics on YouTube. GSW Athletics will take us to our channel. Join our over 1,700 subscribers today. Never miss any of the action. Get alerts, subscribe, and get alerts of when we go live so you know when we're playing. You go to our website at gswcanes.com for the live stats link. If you're on a mobile device, there's a calendar in the top right corner. Click on it. gswcanes.com. Again, click on the calendar button. And that'll take you to all of today's events where you can find live stats and streaming video links. If you're on a desktop, just scroll down to the scoreboard and you'll find it there. All those links should be available as well on the Georgia College.
Deontay Petrie and Jaquan Moore checks in for the Hurricanes. It'll be Jalen Johnson at the line. Johnson shooting 84% for the year. First free throw on the way is up and good. Much of the first half of the year, Jalen Johnson was shooting over 90%. Johnson, second free throw on the way is up and it's good. So Jalen Johnson now with 2 points, cuts the lead to 1, 6-5. Richard Crawford to Cudless. Austin Sloan back to Richard Crawford. Crawford, cross-court pass to Aiden Cudless, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. So it's going to be a backcourt violation. Deontay Petrie will inbounds, gets it to Jalen Johnson.
Hey, double pin down.
Over to Petrie on the right wing. Now back to Tim Hall Jr. Out top of the key. Now Jalen Johnson. Johnson gets a pick. Little backdoor pass to Tim Hall. Tim Hall has it knocked away there by Dallas Clayton. Outlet pass to Ian Davis. Davis dribbles to the right side. Gets a pick from Dallas Clayton. Pass goes inside to Dallas Clayton. Little left-handed hook, no good. Put back by Austin Sloan is up and good. 8-5 your score. Georgia College with a 3-point lead here early in the first half. Jalen Johnson, no look pass to Tim Hall Jr. Back to Petrie. Petrie, no good. Rebound taken by Austin Sloan. Sloan over to Richard Crawford III. To Kudlis, back to Crawford. Crawford to Sloan in the corner. Tried to get it into Dallas Clayton, had it knocked away by Bryce Turner. Turner gets it up to Jaquan Moore, spin move up and good. Jaquan Moore with his first basket of the night makes it 8-7. Moore, freshman from Teachney, New York. Aiden Cudless out between the circles over to Sloan. Sloan pump fakes. Thought about trying to go by Tim Hall Jr. Tim Hall Jr. wasn't having any of that. Dallas Clayton now down in the lane. Nice defensive job by Tim Hall Jr. They're going to call a foul on Bryce Turner. I thought that was an excellent defensive play, but obviously the official did not. It's going to send Dallas Turner to the line, or Dallas Clayton to the line. Clayton, left-handed free throw on the way is up and it's good. A.J. James will check in for Georgia College, as will Luke Chisholm.
For the Bobcats, number 20, Luke Chisholm.
Dallas Clayton's second free throw up and it's good.
Substitution for the Bobcats.
Brady Spence will give Dallas Clayton
Number 14, Brady Spence.
a rest. 10-7 your score here at the Storm Dome. Georgia College leads by 3. Bryce Turner over to Jalen Johnson. Johnson gets it to Bryce Turner, and it's going to go out of bounds as nice defensive play there by Richard Crawford the third. Forced the turnover. Ian Davis for Georgia College will cross midcourt on the far side. Davis gets it to Crawford, hands it back to Davis on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Crawford. Pump fake, gets Johnson off his feet. Pulls up for the jump shot on the right wing, good.
Richard Crawford the third.
Richard Crawford the third with his first basket, 12-7 your score. Jalen Johnson down on the baseline, tries to get it to Bryce Turner, and he's going to step on the end line. So there's another turnover for the Hurricanes. 13:24 to go here in the first half. Brady Spence out top of the key, gets it to Crawford on the right wing, kicks it back into Spence. Spence, spin moves, left-handed hook, shot no good, rebound by Bryce Turner. Turner to Jalen Johnson to Jaquan Moore. Moore down the lane, left-handed shot up and good. Jaquan Moore with the basket makes it 12-9. 3-point lead for the Bobcats. They've had the lead since the first basket of the game. Ian Davis over on the right side. Tries to drive the right side. Has it stolen there by Jalen Johnson. Knocked away. Still have a loose ball. Justin Reed on the floor. And now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Aaron Coombs. 12:37 to play here in the first half. Georgia College leads by a score of 12-9. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
Two more games left on the regular season slate for the Hurricanes, Lady Hurricanes. But unfortunately, both are on the road.
Back here at the Storm Dome, Georgia College leads by a score of 12-9. 12:37 to go here in the first half. Justin Reed will inbounds for the Canes. He gets it to Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson crosses midcourt, picked up there by Luke Chisholm. Gets it over on the left wing to Jaquan Moore. Pulls up, his shot is up and good. Jaquan Moore now with 6 points, makes it 12-11. Ian Davis for Georgia College. Over to Brendan Rigsby on the far side. Rigsby picked up by Petrie. Hands it off to Brady Spence at the top of the key. Spence turns. Can't find anybody. That's got to be a 5-second call. Almost stolen away by Deontay Petrie, and it's going to be out of bounds on Georgia College. Nice hustle there by Deontay Petrie to get the possession back. And with that, we'll take another timeout. 11:59 to go here in the first half. Georgia College leads by a score of 12-11. We'll take a 60-second media timeout. You're listening to Georgia Southwestern State University basketball on 94 Sports.
We want to, I mentioned it earlier, we want to thank the GSW Alumni Association for sponsoring the Bob C. Clark Hospitality Suite for our Games 360 members and our returning alumni this evening. As we conclude Blue and Gold Week here at GSW, we want to thank all of the GSW alumni who have come to campus for the Blue and Gold Alumni Night here in the Storm Dome, and for their support of our university and our students. We'd like to ask at this time that all GSW alumni please stand so that we may recognize you. Where's our alumni tonight? Yeah. We hope you're enjoying your time on campus. Welcome back to campus, and thank you for being an active alumni member of the GSW family. Don't know if you guys have heard, but the GSW fight song is alive and well.
So to be Hurricanes basketball, Justin Reed will inbounds right here in front of me. He gets it to Jalen Johnson. Johnson crosses midcourt. Now over to Jaquan Moore on the left wing. Pump fake. He drives by. The defender lays it off the glass and good. Wow. What a move by Jaquan Moore. He's got 8 points. Hurricanes take a 13-12 lead. Ian Davis, top of the key. He takes an NBA-style three-pointer and makes it. Ian Davis shot from between the circles. He made it. That gives Georgia College a 15-13 lead. Johnson over to Jaquan Moore on the left wing again. Austin Sloan getting ready to check back in for Georgia College. Jaquan Moore down the lane, up and good. Moore now in double figures, makes it 15-15. Inbounds pass back to Brennan Rigsby. Rigsby picked up by Petrie. Hands it off to Ian Davis. Petrie gonna get in his face this time. Davis throws it off the glass, no good, and a foul's gonna be called. That foul's gonna be on Deontay Petrie. That'll be the first of the night on the junior guard from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Gonna send Rigsby to the line. Brendan Rigsby's first free throw on the way is up and no good. Rigsby shooting 72% from the line this year. He's averaging 17 points a game. Or make that, I'm sorry, that's Ian Davis. The official got between us. I could not see who that was, so we're going to have a lane violation on Ian Davis. 15-15 your score. 10:50 to go here in the first half. Athletic Director Mike Leader will be our guest at halftime. Jaquan Moore once again to the free throw line, and they're going to call traveling on Jaquan Moore. Georgia College basketball. Ian Davis will bring it up for the Bobcats. Used to be known in the old days as Georgia College, I think it was Colonels, if I'm not mistaken. Their color scheme was a brown and a yellow maybe, I think. That was in the really old days of the 70s and 80s. Georgia College now with the basketball. Chisholm off the glass, up and good. Luke Chisholm with his first basket of the night gives the Bobcats a 2-point lead. Jalen Johnson down the lane. He hasn't knocked away, actually hit the bottom of the backboard. Luke Chisholm picks up the loose ball, gets it over to Ian Davis over on the right side. Davis clears out, pulls up, shoots the three-pointer, and good. Well, we know Ian Davis can make it from downtown because that's two that have been from downtown Americus. 5-point lead for Georgia College. Jaquan Moore now the drive and no good, and now we're going to have a whistle. That was going to be on Ian Davis of Georgia College. That's going to send Bryce Turner to the line. Turner shooting 61% from the line so far this year. Free throw on the way is up and no good.
Back in the game for the Bobcats.
Bryce Turner, a 6'7" junior from Jacksonville.
Brave, you got a left. Ian, you still got one.
Turner's free throw on the way up and good. Turner with the basket on the free throw. Turner now has 3 points. That makes it 20-16. Justin Mondon will check in the game. Christian Kuntz back in the game for the Hurricanes. Inbounds to Aiden Cudless. Gets it over to Austin Sloan. Sloan back over to Ian Davis for three on the left wing. It's a little short. Rebound by Bryce Turner of Georgia Southwestern. Mondon gets across the mid-court line, gets it to Christian Kuntz. Now Jaquan Moore back to Bryce Turner. Turner down to the block, throws it up, has it knocked away by Austin Sloan. Sloan over to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby crosses mid-court. Rigsby into the lane, spin move, can't find a pass, can't find a shot. Gets it out to Aiden Cudless. Falls down to his knees, gets back up. Inside to Spence. Spence with a turnaround jumper, up and good. Brady Spence with his first basket of the night makes it 22-16. 8:41 to go here in the first half. Justin Mondon over to Justin Reed. Reed to Christian Kuntz over on the far side. Little dribble between the legs, pass to Bryce Turner, now to Jaquan Moore. Jaquan Moore throws the shot up, and we're going to have an offensive foul. That's going to be on Bryce Turner. That'll be his second of the night. And with that, Jalen Jordan will check in. Dallas Clayton for Georgia College. Aiden Cudless for the Bobcats. Gets it to Austin Sloan at the left elbow. Inside to Cudless. His shot is no good, and now we're going to have a foul. Cudless and Christian Kuntz battling underneath the basket. Christian Kuntz will get called for the foul. That'll be his first foul of the night. Luke Chisholm getting ready to check back in for the Bobcats. Free throw on the way is up and no good by Cudless. Richard Crawford III will give Ian Davis a rest.
Richard Crawford III.
Cudless will get a second free throw here. Second free throw on the way is up and it's good. So Cudless now with 3 points. 23-16 your score. A little over 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Christian Kuntz out to Mondon. Mondon to Jalen Jordan. Jordan looking. Gets it to Jaquan Moore. Moore gets a pick from Jalen Jordan. Jaquan Moore now in the lane. No good. Tips it no good. Keeps it alive. Puts it back up no good. Great hustle that time by Jaquan Moore under the basket. A foul's going to be called. It's going to send Jaquan Moore to the line. That foul's going to be on Dallas Clayton. That'll be his first of the night. And with that, we'll take a timeout. 7:51 to go here in the first half. Georgia College leads by a score of 23-16. We'll take a 60-second media timeout. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. Back here at the Storm Dome where the Bobcats lead by a score of 23-16. It's been a struggle for the Hurricanes all the way. Jaquan Moore will go to the line. Moore with 10 points for the Hurricanes so far. Free throw on the way is up and no good, so Moore will get a second free throw. He's shooting 81% from the free throw line so far this year, averaging 11.1 points a game, and he matches that. Moore now with 11 points. So anything over that will be above his yearly average. Richard Crawford III will hand it off to Cudless. Cudless back out to Chisholm. Chisholm between the circles, gets it to Cudless. Inside, back out to Austin Sloan for three, and good.
3-point basket,
Austin Sloan with the big three-pointer extends the lead to 9, 26-17. Justin Mondon over to Justin Reed. Mondon out between the circles, gets a pick from Jalen Jordan, pulls up his jump shot, no good off the back of the rim. Rebound by Jordan. Jalen Jordan in the lane, goes up off the glass and good. Nice power move by Jalen Jordan. He'll get his first basket of the night, 26-19. Lead cut to 7. Richard Crawford III for Georgia College. Gonna dribble out between the circles, picked up by Mondon. He'll get a pick and he'll throw the shot up, and we're gonna have a whistle and a foul. Foul's gonna be on Justin Mondon. That'll be his first of the night. Going to send Richard Crawford III to the free throw line. He's shooting 75% on the year. Crawford with 2 points so far. First free throw is way off. Brady Spence checking back in. Crawford will get a second free throw here. It's up and on the way, and it's good. Crawford now with 3 points. That makes it 27-18. 8-point lead for the Bobcats of Georgia College. Mondon gets it to Jalen Jordan. Little backdoor look at Jalen Johnson. Johnson now with it. Gets it over to Jalen Jordan. Jordan, spin moves, tries to split the double team, has it knocked away. Austin Sloan gets it to Richard Crawford III on the run. Crawford backs up behind the three-pointer, gives a little give and go. Crawford with a shot, no good. Rebound by Jalen Jordan. Jaquan Moore for the Hurricanes over here on the right wing. Going to take Austin Sloan to the basket. He'll get the basket. So Jaquan Moore now with 13 points, 27-21. Lead's been cut to 6. Richard Crawford III hands it off to Austin Sloan. Sloan hands it to Luke Chisholm. Chisholm cut off there by Jalen Jordan. Gets it back out to Cudless for 3. His shot no good. Long rebound picked up by Christian Kuntz. Kuntz loses a handle on it. Gets it to Justin Mondon over on the far sideline. Mondon thought about the shot, gets it to Kuntz on the left wing. Christian dribbles down into the corner, loses a handle on it, goes out of bounds, and a turnover for the Hurricanes. Deontay Petrie will check in. Ian Davis checks back in for Georgia College. Brendan Rigsby will also check in for Georgia College. Rigsby with the basketball on the far sideline. He's picked up by Deontay Petrie. Rigsby looking. Dribbles to the opposite side of the court, down the lane, up off the glass, and good. Rigsby now with 4 points, 29-21. Jalen Johnson going to get a high post from Jalen Jordan. Kicks it over to Jaquan Moore. Moore back out to Jalen Johnson. Johnson guarded by Luke Chisholm. Gets it to Petrie. Petrie for a long 3. In and out. Rims out. Long rebound taken by Luke Chisholm. Chisholm has it taken away by Jalen Johnson. Knocked away by Luke Chisholm, but he's going to get fouled. Jalen Johnson will go to the line. Pretty hard foul there by Luke Chisholm. Jalen Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Number 20, Luke Chisholm. First personal, it's the 5th team foul on the Bobcats. Hurricanes are going to the line to shoot.
Johnson, 2 for 2 so far tonight from the free throw line. First free throw on the way is up, and it's good. So Jalen Johnson now with 3 points. Tim Hall Jr. will check back in for Jalen Jordan.
Hurricanes number 0, Tim Hall Jr.
Jalen Johnson will get a second free throw here.
We're in drop cover.
Free throw on the way is up, and it's good. So Jalen Johnson now with 4 points. 29-23, 6-point Bobcat lead. They've pretty much held the lead since the opening tip-off. Brady Spence at the top of the key, guarded there by Tim Hall Jr. Spence drives down to the block. Shot up off the glass and good.
Brady Spence.
Brady Spence now with 4 points, quickly up court to Deontay Petrie. Jalen Johnson now pulls up at the elbow, gets it back over to Petrie on the left wing. Back out to Jalen Johnson. Johnson for three, in and out. Loose ball. They're going to say it went off of Tim Hall Jr. So it'll be Georgia College basketball. We'll have a timeout. 3:58 to go here in the first half. Georgia College leads by a score of 31-23. We'll be back after this 60-second media timeout. You're listening to Georgia Southwestern State University basketball on 94 Sports.
Fans, don't forget, every Thursday is a Gold Forest Thursday. It's a wonderful new tradition we've got on campus. We wear gold. It's that easy. Every Thursday. Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Home, work, office, church, dentist, wherever you might be. Let them know you're proud to be a Hurricane. Make sure you wear your GSW gold and help send our student athletes into the weekend's battle with a gust of support from the Gold Force. Always great to see our campus covered in gold every Thursday. Lots of folks part of the Gold Force. Hope you'll join us this next Thursday.
We're back here at the Storm Dome where Georgia College leads here in the first half, 31-23. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Georgia College will have possession as we enter from this timeout. Luke Chisholm up the far side, guarded by Justin Mondon. Now gets it to Austin Sloan at the top of the key. A little backdoor pass to Luke Chisholm is up and good. 33-23. Jalen Johnson to Petrie. Justin Mondon. Tim Hall Jr. off the glass, up and good. Tim Hall Jr. now with 3 points, makes it 33-25. Brendan Rigsby will walk it up over on the far side. Rigsby out to Ian Davis. Davis picked up by Jaquan Moore. David, now we're going to have an offensive foul. That's going to be on Austin Sloan. That'll be the second foul on Sloan. Actually, I thought he fouled twice. He's got one of them called.
Foul number 1, Austin Sloan is his second personal, 6th team foul.
Hurricanes will have the basketball after the offensive foul by Austin Sloan. Jalen Johnson over to Jaquan Moore. Jaquan Moore down the lane. And that's going to go off of, they're going to say it went off of Georgia College. They'll confer here. And now they're going to change it and say Georgia College basketball. Coach Aaron Coon's not happy about that. Can't say that I blame him. Full court pressure by the Canes. Inbounds pass goes to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby comes over here, crosses midcourt right here in front of us. Rigsby gets it to Ian Davis between the circles. Davis backs it out, directs traffic, gets it over to Rigsby down in the corner. Rigsby picked up by Petrie. Drives the baseline, turn around left-handed jump shot up and good. Rigsby now with 6 points, extends the lead to 10, 35-25. Deontay Petrie gets it over to Tim Hall Jr. Tim Hall Jr.'s shot is knocked away. Loose ball, and Deontay Petrie on the floor. And now we're going to have a jump ball. So it'll be Georgia College basketball on the jump ball situation. A.J. James will check back in. Aiden Kudlis back in for Georgia College. Jalen Jordan getting ready to check in for the Hurricanes. Brendan Rigsby over to Brady Spence. Little backdoor pass picked off there by Justin Mondon. Mondon gets it to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz going to throw the shot up, and he's going to get fouled.
Georgia College foul number 21.
Foul's going to be called on A.J. James, and Christian Kuntz will go to the line. He'll get 2 free throws.
Hurricanes will go to the line to shoot.
So Kuntz, who shoots 80%, will be at the free throw line. First free throw on the way is up and good.
Back in the game for the Hurricanes, number 23, Jalen Jordan.
Jalen Jordan checks in for the Hurricanes. Christian Kuntz, free throw on the way is up and it's good. So Kuntz now with 2 points. 35-27 your score. Aiden Cudless gets it to Brendan Rigsby on the left wing, guarded by Jalen Johnson. Jump shot in the lane. Jalen Johnson with the basketball. Pulls up, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Jalen Jordan gets it back to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz down in the corner. Can't find a shot, gets it to Jalen Johnson. Johnson, spin move in the lane, throws it up. No, gets it to Jalen Johnson, or Jalen Jordan. Jalen Jordan gets called for the travel. Turnover by the Hurricanes, 35-27, just over 1 minute to go here in the first half. Aiden Cudless picked up by Justin Mondon, dribbles down the lane, has it knocked away, and now we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Justin Mondon. Second foul of the night on Justin Mondon.
Teams 6. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Brendan Rigsby will inbounds to Brady Spence. Spence loses the ball on the floor, and now we're going to have jump ball. And it's going to be Hurricane basketball. Jalen Johnson will bring it up for Georgia Southwestern. Gets it to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz to Jaquan Moore. Moore gets it back to Jalen Johnson. Johnson guarded by Luke Chisholm. Jaquan Moore, and now he's going to get called for the travel. Tim Hall Jr. will check in.
Checking in for the Hurricanes, number 0, Tim Hall Jr. in for Georgia College, number 15.
Turnover by the Hurricanes will give Georgia College the basketball. 38.5 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. 35-27. 8-point lead for Georgia College. Brendan Rigsby will walk it across midcourt. Rigsby backs it out. It's about an 8-second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. Rigsby dribbles top of the key, now in the lane, spin move, throws it up, no good, and now a whistle. And a foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be called on Jaquan Moore. That'll be the first foul on Moore tonight. But it will send Brendan Rigsby to the line. Rigsby shooting 72% from the line.
Brendan Rigsby.
Rigsby's first free throw on the way is up and it's good.
Substitution for the Bobcats. Back in the game, number 20, Luke Chisholm.
Luke Chisholm will check in. Oscar Lynch will get a rest. A.J. James will check in. Brady Spence will get a rest. Second free throw by Brendan Rigsby, no good. Long rebound taken by Jaquan Moore. Moore's going to get it to Jalen Johnson. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Gets a pick by Tim Hall Jr., loses a handle on it. It's going to go off the foot of so it's going to be Hurricane basketball, 2.7 seconds to go. Jalen Johnson gets it, drives the lane, and goes for the dunk. Can't get it to go. No foul called. We'll go into halftime with Georgia College leading 36 to 27. We'll be back for our halftime festivities. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. Thank you.
Fans, be sure to stick around for the Royal Court ceremony coming up at the halftime break. We hope you'll stick around before you head to the concession stand. The concession stand window is located just on the other side of the wall where the video boards are located. The concession stand is open. Hospitality suite for Canes 360 members and alumni tonight also available. But we'd ask that you stick around. We're just a few moments away from our Royal Court ceremony, part of Blue and Gold Week. All right, I think we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Part of Blue and Gold Week. We're excited to have culmination here with our Royal Court ceremony. And a good evening, and welcome to the 2024 Royal Court presentation. To begin the evening off, we'd like to welcome our very own GSW President, Dr. Neil Weaver, and his wife, Ms. Christy Weaver, to the court. Up first is your Mr. GSW, Alex Espidia, and Miss GSW, Ashanti Jackson. Alex and Ashanti were elected to be Mr. and Miss GSW in the fall during homecoming. This week, the Student Government Association hosted the class representative of election. And on behalf of SGA, they would like to thank all of the candidates that were involved in this year's election.
All right, we're back.
Now, introducing your Miss Freshman,
All right.
Tamaya Turner. Escorted by Shanisha Salter.
We're back here at the Storm Dome on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, where I'm joined by Athletic Director Mike Leader. Coach Leader, always great to have you here at halftime.
Thank you, Rusty. Good to be here.
I think of all the people I get to interview, you're my favorite.
Not many say that, so thank you. Very kind of you.
Well, listen, Coach Leader, Lady Hurricanes got another big Peach Belt win tonight. As far as I understand, somebody told me one win locks the #1 position in the Peach Belt Conference. Is that correct?
Correct. The magic number is 1. So if we win a game or Augusta loses a game, we'll do no worse than tie for first. We have the tiebreaker over Augusta. So we would host the Peach Belt tournament March 7th, 8th, and 10th here in the Storm Dome, which was a Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And we did it last year. And Hannah and the ladies go on the road Wednesday night at Clayton State, then Saturday they're at Flagler. So if they win either one of those 2 games or Augusta loses one, we'll be back in a position to host, and we're certainly proud of everything Hannah's done this year.
Introducing your
For this
Mr.
program,
Junior,
and looking forward to watching them.
Christian
Not only the Peach Belt tournament, but they've
Aguilar.
done enough to get the NCAA tournament again as well for a third straight year.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you, last year hosting the Peach Belt Conference with the women, that was really exciting. What kind of format do they use? Do they just go 8 teams qualify, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and just play a straight 8, or do they have some incorporated in it for the first and second place team? Explain how that goes.
Right, the top, there's 10 teams in our league. The top 8 on the men's side, the top 8 on the women's side go to the highest seed. So if we're the #1 seed, we will host the other 8
your
teams.
Mr.
And then
Senior,
it's a traditional
Matthew
quarterfinal. 8
Wilson.
plays 1, 7 plays
And
2,
Miss
6 plays 3,
Senior,
5 plays 4.
Zeta
Advance.
Rivers.
So very traditional format. The only kind of tweak would be, as the 1 seed, we wouldn't play the late game the first night. We would play at 5:30 to try to get as much rest.
Right.
And then as the games run a little bit late, we would
Right.
want to play the 3rd game.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then the 4-5 game would be after us, and then we would play the late game after that if we were to win.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's great. That's
Ladies and
great.
gentlemen,
Looks like the
your 2024
standing,
GSW.
we are currently in for what, 6th place?
Let's give
Yeah,
them all
it's a real
a
hodgepodge. Everybody's got it jumbled up. We can finish as high as 4th.
Congratulations.
We can finish as low as 8th. So we're in for sure.
Yeah.
And anytime you want to win a tournament, the first step is get in. So
That's
there's only
true.
8 of the 10 qualify. We're in. And just playing for seeding now. You know, I look at what Aaron's done. 2 years ago, we won 11 games. Last year, we won 14. We've already won 15 this year. So we're trending in the right direction. You know, I know that we had a tough injury early in the year, which everybody has injuries, but Emil Malone tears his Achilles back in December. So we haven't had him all year, and just really fighting through some nagging stuff for Aaron. But they played well, knocked off North Georgia, who was ranked 10th in the country in here last Wednesday night in the Storm Dome on Teddy Bear Toss night. So Aaron and them were, you know, they played well. They've had a chance just in about every game, and you know, in our league, as good as it is, sometimes it's good enough, sometimes it's not. But just proud of the way, the trajectory we're going, that we're heading in men's basketball as well.
Well, that's great. You want to talk about the spring? Let's talk about spring sports, because I'm telling you, if you wanted some activity, you should have been on campus today, because there was something going on everywhere. We had softball games, we had baseball games, we got the games tonight. Talk a little bit about what's going on in the busy time of spring.
Today was very busy. We had alumni soccer, so we brought our alumni back for the first time. Coach Crawford did a really good job we probably had about 25 soccer players come back. And so that was fun to be able to visit with them this morning, kind of show them the facilities and show them all the things that have grown at GSW since they played here. Then we had doubleheader conference opener with the Peach Belt and softball. The baseball team played today against the #4 ranked team in the country. And for the 2nd straight day, we knocked them off.
And outslugged them this time.
Today. The wind was blowing out. It was like Wrigley Field out there today. So a 5-1 game last night, 15-13 today. So we took the series for sure. Tomorrow's the rubber match at 12 o'clock. The rubber game, or not really the rubber game, we won 2 of the 3. But, you know, Josh and them are off to a great start. They're 10-3 right now. Softball 7-10, scuffling a little bit, but very talented. Picked very high in the preseason poll. Our golf team is out in California right now.
Oh, really?
They play this week in California. Darcy continues to have them ranked in the top 10 in the country. Obviously, all the success women's basketball's had. We're very proud of that. And then our women's tennis program, Carly Levering, taking over women's tennis. We only won 1 match last year. We've already won 2 this year. So
all right.
Very proud of everything that Carly's done with the ladies. The women's tennis program. So a lot happening in the spring, and a lot of really good competitive results. And we're very excited about the start that we've had.
And you know I'm not going to let you get away without talking about the hailstorm.
Of course, the hailstorm is the culmination of the spring. And May 10th, Friday night, the tickets are starting to sell. As we get a little closer, we start to see an uptick in sales. the biggest fundraiser we have on the campus, not just athletics. And all the proceeds go to benefit all 10 of these programs. The competitive success we've had has a lot to do with Dr. Weaver, the foundation, but then the stuff we've done athletically to raise money to make sure that these kids are having a good experience and giving them a chance to be competitive and having the tools they need for success. So, we've talked about what the Hailstorm is. I think most people know by now, and we'd really love to have you come out and support it. I know you've always been there.
Oh, yeah. Ain't going to be there again.
Great night. May the 10th out at Wolf Creek Winery, and it's going to be a blast. We're really looking forward to it. So it'll be Friday night, May the 2nd.
I've only missed one.
May
and
the
that
10th, I'm sorry.
That was the reason I missed. I was doing a broadcast of a baseball game, a baseball playoff game. But I've been every other time, and I plan to be there this time. I'm getting my 2 tickets, I promise you.
That's great.
Out of curiosity, Coach, I've known you for quite some time. I knew you when you were a coach, a very competitive and very successful coach. Not to try to get any information about how it affects us or what we do, but what's your take on NIL and the transfer portal being the way it is in college athletics?
It's something that I'm not very familiar with. It obviously wasn't around. I haven't coached in 8 years, and I listen to the stories from coaching buddies of mine, and what this kind of is morphed into is it really is minor league basketball, a lot more money.
Right.
But with the baseball, the basketball, and the football, it's a world that's foreign to me. I'm not real sure that it's something that I would have a difficult time, I think, embracing it. But I've never really been exposed to it. I'm older now. I mean, I'm old, not older. But, I'm the guy at the barking at the clouds in his front lawn. It's nothing like I remembered college athletics growing up. But that's where we're at. If you don't adapt to it, you're not going to be successful. You're going to die. And you look at these older guys that are getting out. And the younger ones coming up, they're not going to know any different. This is all they're gonna
you're
know.
right. You're right.
And pretty soon we'll be in the nursing home, and that's all they'll know. And they'll be saying, "Oh, it wasn't like that. We were."
Yeah.
To think guys are paying a couple $100,000 for a strong safety, or $1 million for a power forward. And listen, I'm not opposed to the players getting something. You look at what these coaches are making. What the universities, the TV. Maybe it just does need to become professionals. Collectively bargain. I think the frustrating thing for college fans, and I read something where what we have right now in college sports would be the equivalent of Patrick Mahomes being a free agent every year.
Right.
There's no guardrails on this thing. You could play 1 year at Georgia, and you could leverage that to go play at Alabama, and then after that you could go play at Michigan. There's no, even the pros can't do that. There's contracts, there's salary caps, so at some point this is all going to get collectively bargained, I believe. I think they have to put some guardrails on this thing, and Rusty, by then I'll be long gone. Man.
Oh yeah, me and you both.
You ain't got to worry about it. I'll be reading about it in the paper.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about that on the radio on one of the Sirius XM sports radios. They were talking about it amounting to basically yearly free agency, and how at least the NFL, in the NBA, they have structure.
And there's a cap.
And there's a cap. You can't go over this. And when a player signs and gets money to play for that team, they do it for 2 to 3 years. Would a possibility of an answer be a scholarship if it does come, say, incorporated somehow to the scholarship being for a certain amount of money lasting over multiple years? Because many people don't know that really scholarships are 1-year deals.
Correct.
They think that when you sign with Georgia Southwestern or when you sign with University of Georgia that it's for 4 years. It's a renewable 1-year deal.
Correct.
Would that help, you think?
I think that people a lot smarter than me are going to have to figure that out. I don't know where this goes. I said, 5 years ago, who would have ever thought we'd be in this position? I said, I think in the next 5 years, one day you're going to see a trade. The backup quarterback at Georgia, they're going to tell him, hey, we just traded you to Arkansas for a... But, I mean, why would that not be? We laugh.
I know, you're
who
right.
Who would have thought 5 years ago you'd be paying an outside linebacker $500,000? Who would have laughed just to start?
I know.
And it's here. So if this gets collectively bargained, if they become employees, do they become employees of the university? Could they be traded? Who knows? I just think that anything you say is within the realm of possibility.
It is.
Yeah, and
it really is.
Anything is out of bounds, and like I said, it's not in my wheelhouse to talk about it. I think you're gonna have a lot of really smart people that got to figure this out. And again, I'm all for the kids getting something. But it's got to be structured. There has to be some guardrails, and hopefully they can get to that, and it's a little it balances things out competitively, because I think that's where the strength of the NFL, the NBA, everybody's got a chance.
Right.
Here it just feels like whoever's got the most money has a chance to get the guy, and
you only have
a great year at UAB. Well, he could get Alabama. This is the minor league system for the big dogs, and that's a tough way to do it.
It turns out that you really only have 5 or 6 teams like in college football.
That's
that
it.
Really only, honestly,
people get tired.
No matter if you go to 12 teams or 16 teams, there's still only 5 or 6.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach Lee, appreciate you dropping by.
Always.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
All right, we're going to get to the second half here. It'll be Georgia College basketball. Georgia College shot from the floor 64%. That is scorching from the floor for a team to shoot in a half. 36-27 your score. Hurricanes start the second half down by 1. Backdoor pass to Cudless is up and good. And that's about the third time they've run that play, and they've been successful every time. Tim Hall Jr. over to Christian Kuntz. Cut off there by Austin Sloan. Gets a pick from Tim Hall Jr. Bryce Turner at the top of the key. Over to Jaquan Moore. Moore for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Picked up there by Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby up court to Cudless. Cudless will get the layup. So Cudless with 2 quick baskets. He's got 7. So 13-point lead now. 40-27. Jaquan Moore shot. Can't get it to fall. And it's going to be Oscar Lynch. Oscar Lynch going to get called for the travel as he got tied up with Jaquan Moore. So it's going to be Hurricane basketball. Jaquan Moore will inbounds. He gets it over to Jalen Johnson. Johnson crosses midcourt.
Look to switch it, Aiden. Oh, my God.
A little backdoor pass to Tim Hall Jr. Can't get it to go. Oh, my goodness. Loose ball picked up by Aiden Cudless. He's going to get it to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby over on the far side. Dribbles to the free throw line. Gets it to Brady Spence. Spin move in the lane, up and good. Brady Spence now with 6 points. Jalen Johnson now for the Hurricanes. Little backdoor pass to Tim Hall Jr. Has it knocked away there by Brady Spence. And now we're going to have a whistle. Brendan Rigsby will dribble on the baseline.
How are you getting back cut? Come on.
So it'll be Hurricanes basketball. Jalen Johnson inbounds to Bryce Turner. Back to Jalen Johnson. Johnson in the corner to Jaquan Moore. Moore into the lane. Shoots high over Brady Spence. No good. Spence gets the rebound. Going to get it over to Aiden Cudless. Cudless picked up by Jalen Johnson. Over in the corner to Austin Sloan. Sloan back out to Rigsby. Rigsby for 3, up and good. Brandon Rigsby for 3. Coach Aaron Coons wants and gets timeout. 17:52 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads by a score of 45-27. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. 17:52 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads 45-27. Hurricanes will inbounds to Jalen Johnson. Johnson over to Tim Hall Jr. Now Christian Kuntz. Kuntz, the three-pointer, no good. Loose ball picked up there by Brady Spence. Spence going to hand it off to Aiden Kudlis. Kudlis over to Brady Spence. Backdoor pass intercepted that time by Jalen Johnson. Johnson at the free throw line. Step back, jump shot up, no good. Rebound by Jaquan Moore. Moore's shot no good. He's going to get fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Oscar Lynch. That'll be his second of the night. Jaquan Moore with 13 points will get 2 free throws. Free throw on the way is up and it's good. Oscar Lynch will get a rest as Richard Crawford III will check in for Georgia College. Jaquan Moore with his second free throw. It's up and it's no good. Rebound by Brady Spence. Spence will give it to Aiden Kudlis. Kudlis falls to the floor, gets it over to Brady Spence. Back out to Rigsby. Rigsby down the baseline, has it knocked away by Jaquan Moore. It's going to go off of Moore. So it'll be Georgia College basketball. Luke Chisholm checks back in for Georgia College. Brendan Rigsby for Georgia College gets it to Chisholm. Chisholm over to Brady Spence. Back to Chisholm. Chisholm dribbles out. Passes cross court to Richard Crawford III. Throws up the shot at the top of the key. Up and good. Richard Crawford III extends the lead to 19, 47-28. Jalen Johnson, picked up by Chisholm, gets a pick from Christian Kuntz, steps back for 3, up and no good. Long rebound taken by Christian Kuntz. He throws up the three-pointer, it's good. Christian Kuntz now with 5 points, makes it 47-31. Austin Sloan to Rigsby. Rigsby for 3, good. Brendan Rigsby with the three-pointer. He now has 13 points. Tim Hall Jr. to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz backing Richard Crawford down. Turnaround jump shot, good. Good move that time by Christian Kuntz as he backed Richard Crawford down, took the jumper on the baseline and converted. 50-33. Austin Sloan at the free throw line. Back out to Rigsby. Rigsby for 3 again, up and good. Brendan Rigsby with another three-pointer. 53-33 your score. Jalen Johnson over to Tim Hall Jr. down in the corner to Jaquan Moore. Jaquan Moore in the lane, running, left-hand shot up, no good. Whistle, foul. Foul's going to be on Rigsby. That'll be his first of the night. Going to send Jaquan Moore to the line. We'll have a media timeout. 15-16 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads 53-33. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. 53-33, 15-16 to go here in the second half. Jaquan Moore will get 2 free throws.
Hey, Luke, take it out against the press.
First free throw on the way is up and good. Jaquan Moore now with 14 points.
Hey, you got
Deontay Petrie will check in for Tim Hall Jr. Moore, second free throw on the way up, and it's good. Jaquan Moore now at 16, cuts the lead to 18. Gonna have to make up a little bit at the time. It's gonna go off the fingertips of Jalen Johnson. Not gonna be able to trade baskets with him for very much longer. Gotta make up an 18-point deficit. Luke Chisholm drives down the lane, whistle, and a foul. That foul is going to be on Christian Kuntz. That'll be his second foul of the night. Going to send Luke Chisholm to the line.
To the line, shooting 2. Luke Chisholm.
Chisholm. First free throw on the way is up, and it's good. Second free throw on the way, it's up and it's good. So Luke Chisholm now with 6 points, 55-35, 20-point lead for Georgia College. Deontay Petrie gets it to Bryce Turner. Now we're going to have a whistle. Foul is going to be on Richard Crawford III. That's the first of the night on Crawford. Johnson to inbounds. Petrie gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz drives the lane, has his shot knocked away by Brady Spence, but a foul's going to be called. Christian Kuntz should go to the line. That foul's going to be on Brendan Rigsby. Second of the night on Rigsby. Christian Kuntz will go to the free throw line. He's got 7 points. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. Came in shooting 80%. First free throw on the way is up, it's good. So Dallas Clayton and Ian Davis will check in for Georgia College.
Number 12, Ian Davis.
Second free throw on for Kuntz, rims in and out. Rebound taken by Luke Chisholm. Ian Davis for Georgia College. That's going to be kicked by Jalen Johnson. Chisholm, inbounds. Richard Crawford, third. Hands it off to Chisholm. Chisholm going to hand it off to Ian Davis. Davis out between the circles, 13 on the shot clock. Davis looks, cross-court pass. Open three-pointer for A.J. James.
A.J. James.
58-36. Jalen Johnson down the lane, throws it high off the glass. No good. Jalen Johnson gets hammered, though. That foul is going to be on Dallas Clayton. That'll be the second of the night on Clayton. That'll send Jalen Johnson to the line. Johnson with 4 points. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Has yet to convert a field goal, 2 or 3. Free throw on the way is up. It's good. Jalen Johnson now with 5 points. Second free throw on the way. It's up and it's good. Jalen Johnson now with 6 points. 58-38. Just over 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Full court pressure by the Hurricanes. A.J. James drives the lane and slam dunks. James now with 5 points. Makes it 60-38. Jaquan Moore. Moore turns, shot off the glass, good. Jaquan Moore with the points. Makes it 60-40. Ian Davis, cross-court pass to Richard Crawford. Tries to get it to Luke Chisholm, but it goes past Chisholm, goes past Dallas Clayton, out of bounds. Tim Hall Jr. will check in.
The Hurricanes from Missouri, Tim Hall Jr.
So it'll be Hurricanes basketball. Jalen Johnson crosses midcourt.
Coming back, Luke.
Jalen Johnson, guarded by Luke Chisholm. Tim Hall Jr. will get the pit. Shot by Jalen Johnson, a little short. Loose ball, going to be taken by Dallas Clayton. Gets it to Ian Davis. Cross-court pass over to Richard Crawford III. It's going to go out of bounds on Georgia College, so it'll be Georgia Southwestern State University basketball. Jalen Johnson hands it off to Christian Kuntz, top of the key. Gets a pick from Tim Hall Jr. His shot goes up, but he's going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on Richard Crawford III. That'll be the second foul of the night on Richard Crawford III. That'll send Christian Kuntz to the line. Christian 3 for 4 from the free throw line so far. First free throw on the way is up and good.
Shooting to Christian Kuntz.
Christian Kuntz, second free throw on the way is up and good. So Christian Kuntz now with 10 points.
Hey, back up some Dallas, back up some Dallas.
Two Hurricanes in double figures. Jaquan Moore with 18, Christian Kuntz with 10. Dallas Clayton drives the baseline, no good. Rebound taken by Christian Kuntz. Kuntz crosses midcourt, gets it to Deontay Petrie. Petrie dribbles down the lane, kicks it over to Tim Hall Jr., back out to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz pulls up a three, no good. Loose ball going to be out of bounds on Georgia College, so they'll reset the shot clock. Hurricanes will have it underneath their own basket. Inbounds to Petrie in the corner. Petrie dribbles to the lane, gets it to Tim Hall Jr. His shot's going to be knocked away by Dallas Clayton, but not before he fouls him. Clayton will pick up his third foul of the night.
Georgia College foul.
That's going to send Tim Hall Jr. to the line.
Dallas Clayton, his third personal. Hurricanes back to the line, shooting two. Tim Hall Jr.
Hall will get 2 free throws. First one no good.
So for the Bobcats, number 2,
Rigsby and
Brendan
Cutlass
Rigsby,
will
and
check back
Cutlass
in.
back in the game.
Second free throw on the way is up and it's good. Tim Hall Jr. now with 4 points.
Checking for the Hurricanes, 15, Bryce.
Bryce Turner will check in. Tim Hall will get a rest. 60-43. 17-point lead for Georgia College. It's been all Bobcats since the opening tip-off. Ian Davis. Davis loses the handle, picks it up. His shot from the elbow, no good. Loose ball taken by Jaquan Moore. Jaquan Moore down the lane, high off the glass, up and good. Jaquan Moore with the basket. He's got 20, 60-45. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the second half. Rigsby down court to Dallas Clayton. Clayton back to Rigsby over on the right wing. Drives by Jalen Johnson, throws it up, no good. Rebound, Deontay Petrie gets it out to Christian Kuntz. Kuntz to Jaquan Moore. Moore goes to the basket, up and good. Jaquan Moore gets his 22nd point. Coach Ryan Aquino wants and gets a timeout. 11:26 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads by a score of 60-47. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. Make that a 60-second.
And our 12-minute media timeout. Fans, draw your attention to the floor. It's time, one last time, this season anyway, for Mr. A's half-court key, Urban Anderson, Georgia Southwestern Athletic Hall of Fame inductee. puts up $100 of his own money every week, hoping to give it away to a lucky student who can make a half-court shot. Tonight it's going to be Sage.
Hurricanes trying to crawl their way back into this game. They were down 20 about 3 minutes ago. They cut that to 13, 60 to 47.
But it just wasn't going to be enough tonight.
Once again, another try at taking Mr. Irvin's $100 bill fails.
Get some interest on it. Next year, maybe we'll up the ante. But we appreciate, again, Irvin Anderson, a professor here
Irvin
on campus.
Anderson, a professor here at Georgia Southwestern, desperately trying to give away a $100 bill for a made shot from half court. But no winner again tonight. Georgia College will have the basketball. They'll have to go the length of the floor. Hurricanes will apply some full court pressure. Inbounds goes to Aiden Cudless. Pass to Brendan Rigsby, now to Brady Spence. Throws the shot up, no good. And now we're gonna have a foul, and this is disbelief by everyone. They're gonna say Bryce Turner with a foul. Wow.
For yourself, number 15, Bryce Turner, third personal, second team foul.
That's gonna send Brady Spence to the line. He'll get 2 free throws. That was much to the dismay of just about everyone in here. First free throw's on the way, it's up and good. Georgia College shooting 70% from three-point land, 68% from the field. That is amazing. Second free throw on the way, up and it's good. So Brady Spence now with 8 points. Hurricanes shooting 34% from the field, only 13% from three-point. Coots at the free throw line, leans into the lane, up and good. Coots has 12, it's back to 13, 62-49. Luke Chisholm crosses midcourt, gets it up court. Austin Sloan goes off of his fingertips, picked up by Deontay Petrie. Jalen Johnson to Bryce Turner, little reverse layup and good. Turner now with 5 points. It's an 11-point game, 62-51. 10.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Brendan Rigsby on Deontay Petrie. Rigsby takes it down the baseline. He's going to get fouled by Deontay Petrie. Second personal foul on Deontay Petrie. Third team foul for the Hurricanes. Brendan Rigsby will inbound. Gets it to Brady Spence on the baseline. And now we're going to have a foul on Brady Spence. That'll be his first. 8th team foul. The Hurricanes will be shooting the bonus from this point on. Jalen Johnson will pick it up on the far side as he lets it roll to almost mid-court. Bryce Turner, Deontay Petrie, Christian Kuntz in the lane. Looks for a shot, can't get one, gets it to Deontay Petrie. They'll restart the offense. Kuntz over on the right wing. Looks, can't find a shot, gets it to Bryce Turner on the baseline. Shot no good. Rebound taken by Luke Chisholm. Chisholm double team, gets it up to Brendan Rigsby, has it stolen by Jalen Johnson, up and good. Jalen Johnson with 8, now cut it to 9. We were down 20 5 minutes ago, and now we're gonna have a foul called in the backcourt. Oh my goodness. Foul's gonna be called on Petrie.
Number 1, Deontay Petrie, his third personal, fourth team foul. Georgia College substitution.
It's going to be Georgia College basketball. Again, the crowd in disbelief. Coach Hannah Hayden of the Lady Hurricanes right there on the sideline where it occurred. She's shaking her head. Richard Crawford III with it out near midcourt, going to be picked up by Petrie. Crawford over to Rigsby. Rigsby down the lane. Little step stutter move. Leans in, looks for the shot, can't get it. Gets it out to Chisholm. Chisholm to Brady Spence. Spence going to back down. Reverse layup, up and good. Brady Spence now in double figures with 10 points. Back to 9, 64-53. Jalen Johnson to Bryce Turner. Turner up good. Bryce Turner now with 7 points. Lob pass over to Richard Crawford III. 64-55. Shot by Luke Chisholm off the glass is up and good. 66-55, 11-point game. Jalen Johnson guarded by Luke Chisholm. Gets it over to Jaquan Moore. Moore cross-court pass to Jalen Johnson down in the corner to Petrie. Now Bryce Turner. Turner hands it off to Jaquan Moore. Moore down on the baseline, pulls up for 3, no good. Rebound by Bryce Turner. No foul called over the back by Richard Crawford, and that really draws the ire of Coach Aaron Coombs and the crowd. Rigsby hands it off to Chisholm. Out between the circles. Now to Brady Spence. Spence hands it off to Rigsby. And the offensive foul going to be called. That foul is going to be on Brady Spence, his second personal foul. And with that, we'll have a timeout. 7:48 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads 66-55. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
Hurricanes with the basketball when we return.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
We're back here in the Storm Dome where the Hurricanes have put on a little bit of a run. We were down by 20 points about 6 or 7 minutes ago. We've cut it to 11. We've actually got it to 9 with the basketball and a chance to cut it to either 6 or 7 with a made basket or a made three-pointer. But it's 11 points now, 66-55. Crowd getting into it when things are going the Hurricanes' way. Jalen Johnson for the Hurricanes crosses midcourt. He's going to get picked up there by Luke Chisholm. Johnson over to Bryce Turner down on the baseline to Deontay Petrie. Koontz gets it back over on the left side to Jalen Johnson. He's going to get mugged. No call. No foul on that. I can't believe that. Now they're going to call a foul on Bryce Turner. That'll be his 4th.
His 4th personal.
Wow, that sequence of events rather unbelievable to me. Luke Chisholm for Georgia College. Gets it back to Richard Crawford III, out near midcourt. Crawford gets it to Luke Spence at the elbow. Brady Spence, make that Brady Spence. Spence hands it off to Crawford. Crawford's shot from the elbow is no good. Deontay Petrie. Petrie down the lane, off the glass, and good. Deontay Petrie with his first basket of the night makes it 66-57. 9-point lead, 6:42 to go here in the second half. Rigsby up the sideline. He's stripped by Jalen Johnson. Deontay Petrie And a timeout is called by Aaron Coons. And the Hurricanes, what a hustle play by the Canes that time. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 6:33 to go. Georgia College leads by a score of 66-57. We'll be back after this 30-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. Back here in the Storm Dome where the Hurricanes are making a frantic attempt at a comeback. They were down 20 several times in this game. Only down 9 at halftime. Georgia College built that lead up to 20 early in the second half. Christian Kuntz tries to get the shot off now, off the glass, up and good. Kuntz now with 14 points, cuts the lead to 7, 66-57. Rigsby to Crawford, up court to Brady Spence. Spence will get it back to Crawford.
Get a good angle. Gray area, gray area, gray area.
Richard Crawford III over to Austin Sloan on the far sideline. Sloan dribbles to the free throw line, gets it to Luke Chisholm. Passes in the corner to Crawford. 4 on the shot clock. His shot is going to be blocked. Picked up by Christian Kuntz. Kuntz gets it to Jalen Johnson. Johnson will come up the far sideline. Now over to Jaquan Moore for 3. No good. Rebound, Deontay Petrie. Petrie throws the shot up. No good. It's tapped by Jaquan Moore, but the basket won't count. That foul is going to be on Austin Sloan. Going to send Deontay Petrie to the line. Petrie will get 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus now. Petrie making 2 free throws could cut this to 5. That would be tremendous with 5 minutes to go. Again, the Bobcats have built up a 20-point lead early in the second half. Free throw on the way by Petrie is up and good.
Back at the game for the Bobcats.
66-60. Petrie will get a second free throw. On the way, up, no good. Jaquan Moore almost gets it, saves it, but gets it to Luke Chisholm. Chisholm going to get it to Rigsby, back to Chisholm. Chisholm over to Richard Crawford III. He'll back it back out. 66-60. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Richard Crawford III over to Rigsby. Rigsby down the lane. Out in the corner to Austin Sloan. Sloan for 3, no good. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Georgia College. Going to be Georgia Southwestern basketball. Deontay Petrie will inbounds for the Hurricanes. 66-60. Seems like what we've been trying to come back for about 10 years in this game. From the opening basket, Georgia College has been in total control until now. Jaquan Moore, reverse shot, up good. Jaquan Moore cuts it to 4, 66-62. This is getting rather interesting. 4.5 minutes to go here in the contest. Aiden Cudless. Cudless to Crawford, back to Cudless. Cudless to Crawford, over on the sideline. Hands it off to Rigsby. I think that's the guy they want to have the basketball when it comes time to shoot. Austin Sloan, 3, 2, 1. 3-pointer by Crawford, no good. Long rebound taken by Rigsby. Rigsby backs it out. We're at the 4-minute mark. We're down 4. Rigsby with 8 seconds. Rigsby drives the left side, throws it up off the glass, and good. This kid can play. He's got 18. He just took the basketball to the basket and made it, falling down. Petrie reverses, kicks it out to Jaquan Moore. Moore, back out to Petrie. Petrie for 3, no good. Rebound taken by Luke Chisholm. Chisholm over to Rigsby. 6-point lead for Georgia College, 3:19 to go here in the second half. Rigsby passes over to Chisholm. Chisholm down the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Deontay Petrie. Quickly up to Christian Kuntz, lays it off the glass and good. 68-64, 4-point lead for Georgia College. Maybe they'll get a little nervous, have a turnover or 2. Crowd thought that was a turnover. Rigsby, gonna have to stop that kid. He's certainly the guy we don't want shooting. Cudless in the corner to Sloan. Sloan for 3, and he buries it. Sloan with 8 points now. Runs it back to 7. Jaquan Moore over to Deontay Petrie. Petrie to Kuntz. Kuntz backs down into the lane, throws it up, and it's good. So Christian Kuntz now with 18 points. 71-66. Pass goes up to Aiden Kudlis. Kudlis gets it to Rigsby. Rigsby going to try to clear everything out. Over to Richard Crawford III, back to Rigsby. Under 10 on the shot clock. He's going to make his move to the basket, hands it off to Chisholm. Chisholm will get the basket, and he'll get an and 1. That foul is going to be on Bryce Turner. That'll be his 5th. We'll have a timeout. 1:50 to go here in the second half. Georgia College leads 73-66. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. Back here at the Storm Dome, where the Georgia College Bobcats lead 73-66. Hurricanes have made a furious comeback after being down by as much as 20 in the second half. Luke Chisholm will be at the line for an and 1 situation. He could extend this lead to 8. Chisholm will be at the line. He's 2 for 2 so far tonight from the free throw line. He's got 10 points. He will convert the free throw. He's got 11, so Chisholm the second highest scorer on Georgia College tonight. They're led by Brendan Rigsby with 18. Christian Kuntz. Spin move in the lane, throws it up, no good. He'll get 2 free throws. Kuntz will go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Luke Chisholm. That'll be his second free throw.
Second personal.
Rick.
Over the limit, Hurricanes the line to shoot 2.
Coots, first free throw on the way up, and it's good.
Christian Coots in the line.
Christian, 6 for 7 tonight from the free throw line. Second free throw on the way, it's up and it's good. So Christian Coots now with 20 points, 74-68. Down 6, a minute 30 to go. Gonna need to create a turnover and get a couple of quick baskets. Rigsby out near midcourt, guarded by Deontay Petrie. Rigsby, 12-10 on the shot clock. Rigsby down the lane, looks, spins, throws it off the glass, no good. Loose ball going to be taken by Austin Sloan. Sloan's going to get fouled by Christian Coots.
Georgia Southwestern foul number 10. Christian
That'll be the
Coots.
third foul on
His third
Coots.
personal.
Going to send
17
Austin
foul.
Sloan to the line. This might be the guy we didn't want to send to the line. He's shooting 86%. And he misses it. Maybe he is. Rebound by Jalen Johnson. Got to get something quick. Jaquan Moore. Moore spin move. Up. Gets the basket. And he'll get the and one. Jaquan Moore. 26 points. He'll go to the line. He'll have a chance to cut it to 3 with 59.4 seconds to go. 74-70. A free throw here will cut it to a one-possession game. It's up and no good. Brennan Rigsby.
Remaining in regulation.
Rigsby back to Richard Crawford the third. Now Luke Chisholm. Chisholm on the far sideline. You're going to have to deny the ball to Rigsby. I would do everything possible to deny him possession of the basketball. Chisholm out between the circles. 6 on the shot clock. Rigsby. And now a foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be called on Jaquan Moore. I thought Jaquan had taken the ball away from him.
Georgia Southwestern foul number 2.
That's going to send
Jalen Johnson.
Rigsby
First
to the
personal.
line.
Bobcats will go to the line.
Rigsby 1 for 2 so far tonight. Free throw on the way is up and good. 19 for Rigsby. That extends the lead to 75. 75-70, a 5-point lead. 33 seconds left to go on the game clock. Second free throw is up and it's good. So Rigsby now with 20 points. That makes it 6 points. Justin Mondon quickly gets it to Coots. Back to Mondon. Mondon over to Coots. Coots for 3. Good! Christian Coots for 3. And the Hurricanes take a timeout as we cut it to 3, a one-possession game. 24.8 seconds to go, 76-73. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports. The Hurricanes have fought and clawed their way all the way back to making a one-possession game. 76-73. Georgia College will have the ball. They'll have to go the length of the floor, but all they want to do is play keep away at this point. 24.8 seconds to go. Luke Chisholm will inbounds. Chisholm looking for the baseball pass. Going to get it into Richard Crawford. Crawford going to get tied up. I thought Jalen Johnson may have tied him up rather than fouled him. Foul's going to be on Jalen Johnson.
Georgia Southwestern calls for number 2, Jalen Johnson. Second personal, 9th team foul. The Bobcats will go.
That'll send Richard Crawford the third to the line. He's 1 for 2 so far. Man,
11,
would a missed first shot be huge here? Crawford with the free throw, up and good. So that extends it out to 4. 77-73. Free throw by Crawford is good. That extends it to 5. 78-73. Justin Mondon gets it to Deontay Petrie. Can't take a whole lot of time. Gonna have to find a shot. Mondon with 3, no good. Rebound, Richard Crawford up court to Austin Sloan. Sloan will slam dunk and he'll get fouled by Justin Mondon.
Basket by number 1, Austin Sloan.
That'll make it 80-73. 6.8 seconds to go here in the game.
Count the basket, Sloan to the line, the chance of a 3-point play.
Sloan will get a free throw. And with that, looks like Georgia College is going to pull the sweep of the 2-game series this year. Rebound by Christian Kuntz. Jalen Johnson, 3-point, no good. Rebound taken by Brendan Rigsby. And that'll be it. Georgia College wins by a score of 80-73. We'll be back to wrap up tonight's contest and talk to Coach Aaron Coombs. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
We thank you for coming out tonight and supporting the Hurricane all season long. Unfortunately, that'll be it for our regular season home contest. Thanks for being out here in 2023-24. We look forward to seeing you back here for the men next year. The ladies, again, good chance we'll be hosting the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Make sure you visit our website and make sure you come out here and cheer on the Lady Hurricanes so we can hang another banner. Here's the Peach Belt Conference Tournament time coming up. Again, that's March 7th, 8th, and 10th. Hope to see you back here in the Storm Dome. Wherever you're headed tonight, get there safely. Don't forget the baseball team concludes their weekend series against 4th-ranked Indianapolis. Going for the sweep tomorrow of number 4 in the country, the baseball team. First pitch at noon. Hope to see you back here soon. Have a great night. Wherever you're traveling, get there safely. See you soon.
Sorry. We're back here at the Storm Dome, and I'm joined with Coach Aaron Coombs. Coach Coombs, talk a little bit about the game.
We weren't ready to play. We didn't want to play. I mean, that was evident. We came out in the first half and laid a complete egg. I mean, all credit to Georgia College, but I don't know. But that was, if you saw this team play tonight and you saw the team play Wednesday, I mean, you wouldn't say they're the same team, and that's the frustrating part. Had absolutely nothing to do with our offense, even though we shot the ball atrociously. It had everything to do with our defense. They shot 63% for the game, which I think in my time here at Georgia Southwestern is a career worst for our defense. So